The 1995 Hayward Fault document states that the effects of the Hayward Fault earthquake on telecommunications is expected to be similar to those of the Northridge earthquake. However, the effect on power, gas, and petroleum systems was expected to be more severe than the Northridge earthquake. In 2009, Pacific Gas and Electric, or PG&E, reported that they are implementing a company-wide seismic safety plan to help ensure that power and gas systems function after an earthquake, spending $100 million each year to protect lives and reduce the risk of service disruption to customers, replacing 100 miles of old vulnerable gas pipe each year, replacing vulnerable transformers, circuit breakers, and other at-risk components of the electric system, and replacing or strengthening substation buildings and other system structures. Since 1988, the state of California has required Risk Management and Prevention Program, RMPP, assessments of refineries. Currently, 5 significant Bay Area refineries are at risk in a Hayward Fault earthquake. In June 2004, seismic studies of refineries were mandated by the California Accidental Release Prevention Program, managed through OSHA. If strengthening is required, criteria must be developed that ensure that the retrofitted facilities or equipment will perform adequately when subjected to strong earthquake ground motions. If a refinery is found to be out of compliance, a time frame for mitigation is negotiated with the county. Typically, refineries are allowed to conduct seismic retrofit projects during the turnaround period, during which they shut down for scheduled maintenance. Telecommunications systems performed surprisingly well during the Kobe, Japan earthquake of 1995. Direct damage to telecommunications systems during the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake was also limited. However, overloading due to increased call volume and lack of emergency power are the major causes of communications failure and will be issues in the Hayward Fault scenario earthquake. Police and fire services, hospitals, emergency service providers, and many schools have access to radio communication systems for use after an emergency. The Northern Alameda County Amateur Radio Emergencies Service is a nonprofit organization that was formed in 1982 by a group of local licensed amateur radio operators. NALCO has formal agreements with the University of California and other Alameda County response agencies for support in emergency planning, drills, and emergency response. Cell phones were very new and very large in 1995. While we have come to rely on cell phones, we must be aware that they too are vulnerable in earthquakes. There was a cell phone blackout during the recent Christchurch, New Zealand earthquake series after the grid went down.